Hey guys, Joel here, and welcome back to another episode. And oh my god, it's time to talk about this company yet again. Another rant on 2K and these damn WWE games. And I'm like not happy with what I've heard. My friend had told me yesterday about it. He said he forgot to tell me a couple of days ago about it, that it was an article that he read about with 2K23 that the server's gonna be closing this year, September, well, actually next month. Next month on the 30th. I'm like, what? September 30th? They're closing the service for a game that's only been out for a year and a couple of months? Like, that's crazy because they never used to do this. They never used to do this stuff. Like, a lot of companies I don't see doing this shit. Like, I've seen, like, plenty of games with the server still up and going to this day. Like, for example, Friday the 13th. On the PS4. Sometimes I still play that game. I don't play as often anymore because since they couldn't do any updates with the game because of the stupid lawsuit ruined that and everything. So there was no updates. They couldn't add new content or whatever like that. But people still play it. The servers are still up. Doesn't matter when I jump in. It could be a couple of months from now, whatever like that. Whenever I jump into it, is always a full lobby and everything like that. Always, always, always. You jump into a faster like a full match quicker in that game than like in Texas Chainsaw. And when I used to play early last year, Dead by Daylight and everything like that. So you got games like that. Well, I heard that one of the servers actually closing this year, I believe. I think I had mentioned that as well. But but games like that they came out years ago. Like when did Friday 13 come out? It came out like what was it 2016 or something like that, or 2017? And look at that, server's still up and running. Look how many years later the servers are still up and running. So why is a game that only came out a year ago, in a couple of months, they're closing the server already this year, next month? Like, I can't believe that. Like, I'm not happy with that at all. And also, like, me and my friend was talking about it, and it's just like what he told me. He's like, they're doing that because they're forcing you to upgrade, and the thing is, not they're forcing you to upgrade every year for every WWE game, every new WWE game, and that's crazy because the games are not even good. Like I said already, like when I did my two rants already, I did two rants on 2K24 already. Well, actually, no, I think three. I remember I did one in the park, then I did the one when I actually got the game. And I think I did a part two to it when I was talking more about the online features and stuff like that. So yeah, like three rants already on that one game, And I've mentioned already that I feel like every time they come on a new WWE game, it's like I prefer the previous one before. It's always like that. Even though the previous one sucked, I still prefer that over that one. But like I said, I know a lot of people agree with me on this. 2K19 is the better one out of all of those. Every single one of them. And 2K19 was my favorite. Love that game a lot. And everything, the online service, everything was just great on it. And they haven't made anything since that is anything similar to 2K19, And like I said already with this one, 2K24, the only good thing I like is, the new matches. The new matches, extra weapons and how you can throw weapons now and stuff like that. Then that's about it. It's like there's no big difference. And now you can go back and now you can actually go back and, over the barricade now and fight in the crowd like how you used to. I don't even know why they took that feature out in the first place, but they brought those features back, which is great. But it still was an improvement over 2K23. Like it's crazy what's just going on now and everything. Like I just can't believe this. Like I don't know what to say right now with 2K, and this is like terrible. This is like something a lot of companies should not be doing at all. You shouldn't be forcing somebody to like upgrade every year for a new game or whatever you name it, a new console or a new phone or whatever. Like even a new console will come out every year, but so like new phones. I know there's plenty of people out there that upgrade to the newest iPhones and Samsung phones whenever they come out. Like I don't know why people would do this shit. Why would you waste money on the same thing? Like I don't understand that. These games, is technically it's just like that with a phone. Like it's the same game. You're not really getting anything different. Mine is probably two new features or whatever like that, or minor improvement, and that's about it. Still the same shit, So I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all, and I think that's really wrong. That's a terrible, terrible business practice to try to force people to upgrade every year, especially if the game before that was much better. So I don't understand that at all. Like there's plenty of people still play 2K23. And I would have still been playing that right now to this day, if I didn't decide to get it a little bit early because I got that deal that I got on eBay when I had like a nice deal and I had some money from something I had sold. So I was like, what, let me just get the game now and everything like that. Because I also wanted to get it more because I wanted to talk about it, see if there's any improvements and talk about it on this channel. And also because I was hoping that it had improved on the universe mode and, you know, fix a lot of the online issues, you know, like while playing online, which they haven't. You know, they're both broken, they both suck, they're both terrible. You know, even yesterday, last night, me and my friend was playing online, and it was like, damn, this shit is so bad, like, you know. And then all the exploits with these people, the cheap shit they doing, and all that stuff, and like how the reversal system, to me, like, I still think there's something they did with this. I don't know if you guys see it. I know some of you guys have mentioned that as well in my comments in my Rant video, but something with the reversal system in this game over last year's is this. It's kind of like change, like I don't know how you say it, like it's just like it's not the same. It's like, you know, like it's rigged or some shit. Like I know I'm pressing the right button at the right time, but they're saying like, oh, it's too early, too late, and it's like a really annoying online because I get my ass whooped and stuff like that, and I can't, you know, like it won't let me reverse their moves, you know, and it's crazy. And, you know, and as usual online, they always like to use these cheap ass people that, you know, have fast finishers and fast move sets and everything like that. Everybody online, for you guys, I know for you guys who play online a lot, you guys have to have seen this too. But whenever you play online, everybody's common like wrestler they pick is Roman Reigns. It's either Roman Reigns, one of the Usos. Who else they like to choose in this one? Well, there's no Edge anymore, so because he's in AEW now. So they like to use who else they like to use that's fast? Logan Paul, they like using him. They like using Eli Drake, which is LA Knight. I just know him as Eli Drake from TNA and everything. And Muhammad Ali as well. Oh my God, they love using those people because they're fast. You know, they don't have like a lot of cheap shit. Roman Reigns is the top one that they use because he has a spear, you know, which is really quick to do and it's hard to reverse. And then the Usos have really like fast move sets as well, and it's really and Finn Balor as well. They like to use him as well and everything like that because they all have fast moves. I noticed that. That's the only people they use, with Roman Reigns being on the top and the Usos being in second and third and stuff like that. And they just like to do exploits with these people, like, you know, like it's like you can tell these people suck online, like they they ain't shit, like they suck, like. This, but yeah, but yeah, I know this went off in a different, you know, talked about something else, but you know, but it's also pertaining to this and everything. But you know, like their games, like they haven't improved, so there's no reason to upgrade every year. You know, like, you know, somebody mentioned in the comments on the article, and I read it last night, which is true. Like why, and I've been saying this as well. Like why not just focus on one game, keep that game and improve on it, add new content or whatever like that. You know, it could be through DLC, even some free shit, but you already know the 2K is not going to do that. You know, free content. But the only company I know that gives you free content all the time is No Man's Sky. And that's the only devs right now that I actually appreciate and I love because they're actually, you know, not money hungry. You know, I really wish a lot of these AAA devs would take notes from people like that, you know, from companies like that. But they ain't going to do that shit. You know, so you got these money hungry companies like 2K and Ubisoft and these other ones that everything's all about money now and shit like that. So yeah, and even Square Enix. But yeah, but you know, they so they really focus on this one game, improve on it, add a bunch of content, everything like that. It can keep the game running for like at least 3 years or more. Then you could come out another game when there's like a big improvement, you know, like a huge leap from the previous game. But if you come out with a new game every year where there's not really like no reason to really like jump on the next game because it's not like a big, like a huge improvement, like a, you know, a huge leap forward from the previous game, like why bother? You know, like I said, it's the same thing like when people talk about phones. Like there's no reason to upgrade every year. It's best to upgrade every like 2-3 years. I would say, my opinion, like every 3 to 4 years or whatever like that, when it's like a massive jump, you know, and like improvements like in features and stuff like that, you know, like that's how it should be. You know, you shouldn't be wasting your money every year for these games. And now it's sad because now these companies are pretty much forcing us and everyone. I'm not even getting the one anymore, honestly, so I'm not even getting it. After hearing this too, it's like, why even bother? Like I said, if I do happen to get it, it will just be, of course, to do another rant because I know you guys love that and everything. And I just want to rant on this company because I fed up with it and I wanted to actually improve or give the damn rights to a different company that actually would give a shit, you know? So that's the reason why I do these rants and why I can't stand 2K and everything like that. But these games need a big improvement, and I'm not seeing that. There's no reason to force people every year to get these games. Like, it's just not right. You know, it's wrong. And that's just like, come on, like, still can't believe that they're actually going to close the servers. Like, the game is not even that old yet, so why are you doing that? And it's like, and I heard that, I also heard when I read the article that 2K22 servers is already closed. I didn't even know that. I did not even know that at all. So that's crazy. So 2K22 servers already closed. Then 23 is closing next month. So that means this game, I'm estimated next year, around this time is going to be closed as well. So it's just like, why even bother investing in these games then if, you're closing the servers down and everything like that. So you're just stuck with playing offline. I know a lot of people don't mind that. They prefer playing offline. With me, with these new wrestling games, like I care and everything because like I said already before, I don't follow up with WWE anymore. Like I don't really know who these new people are, and honestly, I don't really care. Like I'm more old school wrestling fan and stuff like that. It's like the old school wrestlers and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I like the community creation mode. One of the best things they actually brought about, wrestling games. Modern wrestling games where you can download a lot of these old school wrestlers and old school arenas and belts and all that stuff, and make your own shit. Make your own shows or whatever like that, or like you can make like other promotions out there that you like. You can actually bring them in a WWE game and do it in universe mode and stuff like that. Or you can bring back the old wrestling games, like from the SmackDown versus Raw series and everything from those days and everything like that, or like SmackDown 1 and 2 and stuff like that. You can bring that into these games too, because you can download the wrestlers from that era, the arenas and stuff like that, use them in universe mode, and it kind of brings back that nostalgic feeling of playing them at that time, like playing if like a feeling of playing like a SmackDown versus Raw in the modern era and shit like that, So that's why I like that feature. So for me, it matters, because if I don't have that, what can I really do offline, So my rise, the story mode sucks, like the universe mode sucks, and it's even worse without having these features. Like you can't have your own content to put in the game and everything. I mean, like to make in your own universe mode without the communications, because obviously I'm not gonna be spending that much time, out of my life to actually try to make these wrestlers and stuff and then put them in universe mode that way. The communication is the best thing to happen, because you can download these stuff. Is like less time consuming, everything like that by making them yourself, like how we used to do back in the days and making these wrestlers ourselves. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was like some online website, create a wrestler website or whatever like that, where they give you like the whole what's it? Like the whole numbers and stuff like you can do for the face when you alter the face and everything like that, and the nose and all that stuff, So they gave you all of that so you can make the rest of yourself. I remember I used to do that a lot back then. I don't know if you guys remember that, for you old school gamers and everything like that, who remember those days, But like if they don't have that online feature anymore, what can I do, So I don't know. And then AEW, their first game sucks. I don't even know if they even make it a second one, because I heard that the first one just flopped so bad. I still have to play more because I actually wanted to do a review on it and see like what's different over the 2K games and stuff like that. But I haven't got around to it yet. But I'll have to, definitely. This already hasn't really been on my mind right now to do, honestly. But yeah. So and that's pretty much it. Like, like I said, like, is this not right that you're forcing people every year to upgrade now, when the games are just getting even more shittier every year? Like, why not just focus on one game and improve on it? And why is it so hard? Why is it such a hassle for these companies now to keep these servers open? Like, you guys have the money. Why? I'm pretty sure it's not that expensive, to keep these servers up and running. And even if you guys have a lot of money, so just like I said, you guys have a lot of money. Same thing like I said already when I was talking about the Xbox 360, the storefront, and how they closed that. Like, I don't see a reason why. You guys have so much money. You guys can keep these servers open, So I don't like that. Like I don't like this whole forcing people to like upgrade to the newest tech and everything like that. Especially, a lot of when the new shit is not even as good as the old. So yeah, so I'd rather stick with the old, and I hate to be forced to upgrade to something, So I know I mentioned that many of times already, like with the PS4, like how we have the PS5 now, and eventually, of course, they're gonna, cease operations with the PS4, production of games and all this other stuff, and then eventually there won't be nothing else, and probably the online servers soon will be closed as well, and then they try to force people, to upgrade to these new consoles, and I don't like that, because I don't like this upgrading thing, Like, I understand, yeah, the PS4 has been out for a long time, but I still feel like there's no reason for a new console. That's just in my opinion and everything. And that's the reason why I like Nintendo a lot, because, like I said, I have my problems with them, but I also see that, they have more of a traditional old school mindset like me. They're not really into this, like, whole upgraded, like, like, every year shit, or every couple of years. Look how long the Switch been out, and there's still not even a new Switch yet. Like, I'm fine with that. There's no reason for it, Even I see a lot of people on Twitter talking about, oh, when are we gonna get a new Switch? Like, why? What is the reason for that? Like, why are you rushing for a new console? Like, just play with, play the shit you got. Like, I don't understand that. Like, what's the rush for it? Like, what are you getting out of this? Like, okay, a few minor improvements. Oh, the game's running a little bit faster, 5% faster. Okay, like, who cares? So I never understood that with people, like people who actually likes that wants to force these companies to have new shit every year or every couple of years. I don't see the reason for it. But like I said, there's no reason, you shouldn't be forced to do it. You shouldn't be forced to upgrade at all, and, whatever you have and you enjoy it, then, it's great, If you fine with what you have and you're not really interested in upgrading or wasting money on new shit, good. I like people like that, because, you guys, like to save, you guys don't really care about the new stuff. And I like people like that, like I said before, back then, I used to be like those people. I used to always want to upgrade every year. I mean, I used to actually, upgrade every year with everything, get the newest, latest games, everything, but I'm not like that anymore, so, because I realize it's not worth it. You're wasting money and you're not really upgrading, so a lot of these things you buy now is like kind of like downgrading in a way, when it comes to these WWE games, is to me every year is like you're downgrading, not really upgrading, because it's not really no big, vast improvements over these things. Same thing with phones. I feel like a lot of these new phones, you're downgrading, not really upgrading, because you're taking away features instead of adding features, and forcing you to use certain things that you don't want to use and stuff like that. But yeah, but that's it. Yeah, so I'm done with my little rant and everything. So yeah, it's just crazy. Like I said, I don't like that at all. And I doubt people's gonna repetition it, and even if people do, they not gonna give a shit. That's how these AAA devs are. This is why, like I said before, I care more about the indie companies now, and why I actually invest more of my money into those people, those companies now, those studios, those smaller studios, than all these bigger companies and everything that's been around for a while. Because a lot of these big companies now that's been around for a while, that's well established, they become money hungry. Money hungry, shady companies and shit like that. They don't give a shit about the consumers. All they care about is the money, and that's that. But yeah, guys, so let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought, if any of you guys even knew, because like I said, I didn't even know about this until my friend had mentioned it yesterday, and then I had to quickly checked online and see what this is all about and everything like that. So, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Do you guys also agree with me? Do you feel like, these games should, like, have more longevity, when it comes to online features like the servers and stuff? They should be kept up and running for a long time? Or when do you think is the time where it should end? I feel like it should always be up, in my opinion, because I feel like it does. I don't feel like it requires that much money or maintenance, in my opinion, to keep your stuff up and running, especially when a lot of people is playing it. I feel like everything should just be left alone, because there's plenty of games, like I even said also, like on the PS3, that the servers are still up and running. So why are these games after a year, their service is being closed down? I don't understand that, so let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of, what you guys think of that and everything like that, and let me know. You're all good, it's always great to share our opinions and stuff like that and all that good stuff. So yeah, guys, so hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys next time for another one. Take care.